So we're at a really interesting time in the world. Technology always moves exponentially. You think about it, evolution, computation, storage, bandwidth, internet, genes mapped, MRI scan resolution, they are all moving exponentially. All of these technologies have continued on this very fast growth path, and that was predicted by Moore's law, that $1,000 worth of compute power would double every 18 months. But if you look at this curve, Moore was pessimistic. Everyone else used to think he was optimistic. Oh no, it'll never double every 18 months. But it has. But look what's happened. It's accelerated. So even the exponential is starting to accelerate. So what's happening there? This is a slide of internet growth. This is Hotmail subscriber growth. Hotmail was the fastest growing consumer adoption company in the entire world to date. But then what happened was there were 3 others that came along, and many, many more since, where ICQ came along, and then Kazaa, and the curves, each one became more of an accelerated curve. And so what's happening there is that, for one thing, there will be more and more of these lines, and they will accelerate faster and faster and faster. And that is because when Hotmail got started, there were only 100,000 computers in India. But now there are many, many more computers in India. And there are now 1 billion internet connections, and there are 2 billion cell phone connections. And that's continuing to grow. And so if you're an entrepreneur and you come up with something that adds a little software to the cell phone and it spreads very quickly, it can end up being worth a lot of money in a very short period of time. Another way to look at this is HP took 40 years to become a $1 billion company. Microsoft took 15. Oracle took 9. Yahoo took 2. Skype was worth about $1 billion in about 6 months. So you can create an incredible amount of value in a really short time, and it's going to happen more and more and more and faster and faster and faster. And there is going to be an enormous amount of wealth in the world as time goes on, because that's not the only thing. It's not just that the customer base is growing. It's that the entrepreneurial base is growing. There are more entrepreneurs. It used to be you were isolated to these 2 geographic regions, and then it started to move to other places around the U.S. And then, once everybody had a search engine they could find, people can start businesses anywhere now. And as that entrepreneurial availability continues to grow, these lines are going to be steeper and steeper and steeper, and there's going to be an awful lot of wealth created by entrepreneurs like you.